Hi there folks, Borislav247 here with another Days Gone Challenge Mode video. And on this video, I'm going to be showing two world record runs that are taken from the challenge called DRIFTE'S RUN. Now the first run that I'm going to be showing on this video is the 118k run that I finally managed to get. Trust me when I say folks, it wasn't a case of if I was going to get this record, it was just a case of when. Because I've had so many runs where everything has been going so well and I just never managed to get the elusive headshot required in order to get the sniper bonus that gives you just shy of 4,000 points extra. But of course on this particular run I did make the headshot, and I do now have a way that I like to go with that ensures that you have a far better chance of getting this elusive headshot every time. Up until very recently, I had had gaming sessions where over the course of 1 hour, I would maybe be lucky if one headshot registered throughout all of those runs, which makes this particular challenge extremely frustrating. However, there is a way that I go about doing it now where you certainly won't get it every time, but maybe 1 in every 5 runs you will. So I will talk about that a little as I come to that section on the first run. But the second run for me is the one that I really badly wanted to show everybody. It's a world record for a different reason. Because although it's not quite as high scoring as the first run that I show, this second run does not include the sniper bonus. But I managed to maintain the multiplier all the way to the very end of the run, and wait till you see the score that I produce as well, without the sniper bonus. So without any further ado, let's get on to these two runs. Right then, as always to start these runs, I always hold L2 and R2 and let go of the L2 right now. This ensures you get a faster start. And from here, I don't want to be hitting any of the freakers, not until I get to the horde. So I like to make sure I've got at the very least 8 on the multiplier before I hit the first jump. And in this case I think I just managed it. But my biggest priority throughout this entire run is speed. The quicker you do certain sections, it just gives you the luxury of a bit more time at the very end of the run. And right now this is going very well. A nice drift there that I always like to employ before hitting that particular ramp. This one here, if you've got the speed and you land on that area, you just get a very nice transition indeed head through this section, because that part can be problematic. So from here, look to double back on myself in order to get this next jump in. And this is one of my variations now that I like to use. I go for a big jump here, keep that speed on, and if you do, you will get another jump in there. I slow down purposefully there just so I can get another jump there, then go for another one here. Now this is slightly risky. That part can go wrong in a big way, but I get away with it on this run. So on to the next section, and it's the most crucial one because I require the headshot. This is how I go about doing it. I don't go over to the right like I normally would. I just get a lot of height, and as soon as the bike lands, that's when I make the shot. It seems that because you're on the same level as the freakers then, that you seem to make a headshot more often than what you normally would. So from here, moving on to this section, I try and get the brakes on there just to ensure that I get 2 sets of jumps there, which I do. And then of course I get another 2 jumps in here, which is nice. But the mistake that I made heading to the last section for the bandages really cost me, because I actually lose the multiplier just as I'm making that jump. And that jump, if you still have the multiplier in place, will give you 910 points. So a whopping 500 points missed there, unfortunately. But because I've been doing this run so quickly, I have time on my hands here, so I do a slight variation where I go straight across and you actually make 2 jumps because of it. Now I'm looking to get the drifting in place here, and already now I'm in a good spot because the score is good. I've just gone over that ramp at 2 minutes and 23, so I know I've got time to get these last jumps in. And when I land this one here, I can already see the corner of my eye, over 76k scored. So I know as long as I get over that line in less than 2 minutes and 36, I'm guaranteed I'm going to hit the 118k. And there it comes up. Absolutely delighted with that, although I should have had it a long time before now, but anyhow. So, just going to take a look at the leaderboard. And as you can see, it now finally gives me a little bit of daylight from the world number 2, who is the juggernaut Ian Murphy, the king of Outride, of course. But all the scores even below Ian's are incredibly good also. So, anyhow, let's move on to the second run. Right then, folks, this is the run that I'm really most excited to be showing. I wanted to wait until I got a world record in place before putting a video up to show this second run on it, but it's not without its mistakes. There is one on it, but in general this all goes very well. I start with a much better multiplier. In fact, it was sitting at 12 when I went over the very first jump. I'm not quite as quick in getting through this particular section as what I was with the world record run, but the numbers that I'm getting from the jumps are really good. Again here, I like to make sure that I'm landing on that section so I'm not losing any time in terms of the bike slowing down. And again, look to get this big jump in play. You've got to have the speed right in order to land on that particular section. So far, so good on this particular one. Now, that there, I do lose points there, but not that many. And it does actually set me up for this next section a little bit quicker. So from here, again, I'm registering all the jumps that I'm looking to get registered. Yep, another one in play there. Another one here. Turning round, I don't quite go for the really risky jump that I did in the first run. But again, just making sure that I'm landing all these jumps. They're all leading up to what is going to transpire in a really good score at the end. Now, I go to the right on this particular occasion, do not get the headshot in play, but I do get an extra jump in because of the route that I took there. And yeah, that is about the only mistake that I make on this run there, where I clip that tree, but it doesn't really impact me too much. And at this point, I keep going with this run because I see the multiplier is bloody solid at this point. So again, going for these jumps right here. And now I know I'm really in a good position. Try and hit my mark there. Yep, again, I don't risk going for a big jump there. I don't want to come off the bike, but look at this one here. When you have that multiplier in play, there you go, 910 points. And I'm pushing hard to keep that multiplier in play here with a bit of drifting. So now that all the sub-challenges are virtually taken care of, now I get a good idea of the score. And already heading down to this next jump, when I'm seeing 65k already there, my god, I know I'm on for a really good score here. So again, looking to get everything in place that I normally would. That multiplier is still holding. And from here, just try and do some drifting at the end. Look at that base score. It's just shy of 78,000. And with all the bonuses that come on, look at that, 116k without the sniper bonus. Had I got the sniper bonus in play, that would have been a 120k plus run, which I didn't think was possible up until now. And that particular score is that good that there is only one other player on the planet who's managed to get a score higher than that. And you can see right up there, and they required the sniper bonus in order to get it. In fact, every score on that leaderboard required a sniper bonus. My one there did not. But anyhow, that's it folks. Thank you so much for watching, and I hope you all enjoyed it. Take care.